One of the things that I learned in my healing journey is that I actually did not have a lot of capacity for intense emotions, mine or others. Most people have like a window of tolerance, also called capacity, of how much emotional intensity you can handle before your nervous system flips into fight, flight, fawn, or freeze mode. In most situations, I had about 15 minutes. And then my nervous system would take over, my prefrontal cortex would shut off, and I would go into fighting or people pleasing or running away or even overcompensating. But I have learned how to increase my tolerance, my capacity. And here's how I do it. First of all, you have to microdose discomfort, where you practice like exposure therapy, mindfulness, because meditation is boring as fuck. Cold showers is discomfort, exercise is discomfort. They're basically small ways that you can tell your brain, like, okay, I can handle discomfort. If you only ever avoid discomfort, your capacity shrinks. But if you lean into the comfort with balance, because we're not leaning into abuse, then your system learns resilience. Second of all, I had to befriend my emotions and not battle them. And that really helps if you can label your emotion. I got this emotion wheel pillow that I keep on my bed, and it helps me understand like what emotion I'm experiencing, because when you can name your emotion, it activates your prefrontal cortex and then it calms your nervous system. And instead of saying I am shameful, you can say I'm experiencing shame. That little bit of distance in your words helps create tolerance. I had to learn how to have self-compassion. Oh my God. Yes, I read Kristin Neff's book on self-compassion, all of them. And I read about internal family systems therapy and how we have all the different parts in our brain talking to us all the time. And you have to sit with those parts, your shame, your grief, your embarrassment, and you have to comfort them. You say things like, look, I know this hurts, but I'm here with you now. And I won't abandon you. I'm not going to abandon myself anymore. And you have to be your own hero, which is really freaking hard when you're going through tough emotions. But don't be critical of yourself, because that increases your threat response and revs up your nervous system and does not help at all. So after you've had the exposure to the discomfort, you have to make sure you have a lot of comfort. You got to get enough sleep. You got to eat healthy. I just want to eat chocolate and cheese every day, but whatever. You have to have safe relationships, and you have to play, because play is the opposite of trauma. Joy helps regulate your nervous system better. The more of that you have, the more capacity you can have as well. Next, you can use co-regulation when you're dealing with difficult emotions and you're next to somebody who has a calm nervous system. It will co-regulate you and also calm your nervous system. And lastly, we have to reframe discomfort with information. So instead of saying, oh God, I shouldn't feel anxious, instead you say, oh, I'm feeling anxious. My nervous system is alerting me to something. Because when you approach your feelings as data, it no longer becomes your enemy. So that's the goal, friends, to increase our capacity so that we don't lose our shit so freaking fast.